Hey geeks, it's Andrea. I know I haven't been around for a while. We got hit by Helene, and after that I just haven't been able to get into the swing of things. So today I want to do something that I haven't done in quite a while. I want to do the first video review that we have done in years. Today we are reviewing Dragon Age: The Veilguard. I need to start this video by stating that I was a huge fan of Dragon Age Inquisition. So I went into this game with so much excitement. I didn't let my fandom of Inquisition interfere with my take, but it is worth mentioning. Because I didn't want any spoilers or anything to ruin my fun, I have also dodged any information on Dragon Age. So if things have already been said a million times over, I'm sorry. I can just give my take. I really want to start things out positively, so let's kick things off by talking about combat. This is my favorite thing about the game. I played the game as a mage, so all of my information is coming from that. Everything in the mage combat just feels so fluid. You have a couple different dodges to keep you safe, and you can also reflect damage. I'm not sure if you have a reflect damage on the other classes. The mage base attack is reminiscent of fighting as a mage in Inquisition or just anyone in Hogwarts Legacy. You also get a beam right click that consumes mana. Then you have your abilities that also consume mana, but by chunks, and one that is just a cooldown. In the video you're watching, I'm a Spellblade mage, but I did try all of the specs. Every single one was just fun in their own right, and it's fun to change between them. Because of the simplicity of the gear screen and how easy it is to respec, I find myself switching specs pretty regularly just to change it up. Also, there are some interesting unique pieces that you can make entire builds around. Another great thing about gear is that your teammates get their own unique gear. It isn't like Inquisition where you could wear anything you qualified for. You can only wear your own gear and your teammates can only wear their own individual gear. That was a huge upgrade. You have a fairly large skill tree and get 65 points in total in the end, so you don't fill it completely, but you will be happy with how much you fill it. Teammates have their own skill trees as well. They get the perfect amount of points to complete 3 trees, and you can only pick 3 skills at a given time to use. One last positive before we start getting into the meat and potatoes. The story is overall consistent, easy to follow, flows well, and is genuinely good. However, it is soft. Every answer is soft. There is no way to give a bad answer in this game. It feels like half of the game is checking in on each other's feelings. It's as squishy as I am, and that's saying something. There was also some inconsistency between Inquisition and Veilguard. There were a few things I noticed, but one offhand was blood magic. Quick early game spoiler, in Inquisition, if you ask Solus about blood magic, he says magic is magic. But in Veilguard, he abhors blood magic. I will give you that he has the right to change his opinion, but there were several inconsistencies and there's just little nitpicky things that throughout the game bothered me. Overall, my biggest complaint about the story is just how soft it is. In Inquisition, if you upset a teammate enough, they would leave. In Veilguard, if you try to upset someone, you become best friends. This may sound nitpicky, but it's just more of the softness that the game has. Another huge complaint about the story is actually about teammates. In Inquisition, every character you could romance had preferences and would only romantically interact with certain genders and other criteria. An example is Solus. He would only romance female elves and humans. This made characters unique. Like, they have their own tastes and personalities. In Veilguard, all of your teammates are able to be romanced by whoever you are. This just makes the other characters feel more flat to me. And lastly, the technical problems. Chase and I have had our share of technical issues. The biggest one being that sometimes while shutting it down, it will completely lock our PCs to the point that we have to power them off and get a fresh reboot. So that's fun. Also, there are frame rate issues all over the place. I don't know if there's a memory leak, but sometimes restarting your game will fix some frame rate issues for at least just a little while. Overall, the game is great. I have plenty of complaints, but it has the graphics, story, and combat to keep me coming back for more. I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10 only because of the softness and the technical issues. Okay, bye.
I'm happy just being around her.
Aww.